Tony Porter, Redchurch Brewery, some would say for Harlow, one of the success stories of the last 12 months. Are you surprised at the success you've had?
Well, delighted is probably the best word. I think if I had £1 for every time someone said we didn't know we had a brewery in Harlow, I'd be doing very well. So I think we are Harlow's best kept secret, but day by day, more and more people are finding us and enjoying the beers we have to offer.
What would you say is the secret to your success?
I think first and foremost, we're making a fantastic product and a range of products that suit every drinker's taste. So that there's something for everyone in our portfolio. Coupled with we're delivering a fantastic customer service, giving people beer they like to drink and when they want it.
So there are people in Harlow who get your beer, don't you? Can you is it home delivered? Can you do click and collect? How's that go
a bit of both. So we do deliveries to the doorstep on a Tuesday and a Friday, and people can order online and then pick it up from the brewery at their own convenience.
And we've had a walk around your factory. Is that the
brewery?
The brewery. That's the right word. I mean, how far do you sell your product?
Well, we have the ability now with colleagues down the road at APC to ship anywhere in the UK. So we could ship anywhere in the UK a box of beer for as little as $5.99. So the offer's open to anyone in the UK.
What do you get out of running Redchurch Brewery?
Well, I think the great thing is the social interaction. We get loads of feedback from customers that they really want to support a Harlow business. Certainly, that the local people want to support. They're astonished that they've got a world beer award-winning brewery in their town, and they want to support us and make sure we can be successful.
You referenced the recent awards there, so we'll go back to that. What did you recently win?
We won 2 World Beer Awards, one for our Bethnal Pale Ale, which was in the American Pale Ale category, and the other for the Old Ford Export Stout, which won in the exports, the stout category, won a silver medal. So that, coupled with 3 that we won last year, including the lager, we're immensely proud that we've been able to 2 years on the trot win medals in those categories. What
appears to be people's favourites?
Well, interestingly, the most popular lager is our most popular seller, but the second most popular are our mixed cases, where we allow people to select from a range of mixtures, and they can then have a selection of beers at home every day. That if it's a bit hotter, they might want a lager. If it's a bit cooler, they might want an ale or a stout. So yeah, definitely the mixed cases are really popular with our customers.
We're still in the midst of the pandemic of COVID-19, etc. So when it came to March, how concerned were you about your business?
Well, it was very difficult. Our heartland was the East End of London, pubs, bars, hotels, all of which were into lockdown, and that's when we looked to change our dynamic and look to deliver people to their homes, and that's what we did, and we continue to do that today.
And you're still very much we're at the end of September, but there's another 6 months to go of things possibly. You just got to get your head down and keep your business focused.
Yeah, and we are broadening our profile. More and more people are finding us. When people come on the phone or on social media, they're saying, my brother said that you're a great brewery, or my uncle bought some of your beers, can I buy some? So we are seeing a sort of a word of mouth growth in understanding of what we do and how they can get our beer. Yeah.
And how many people do you employ here?
We've got 13 in the brewery. So,
and down in the brewery, forgive my ignorance, but from how long does it take to actually make a beer, if that's not too ignorant?
Yeah, well, so day one is the sort of, if you like, if you use a teapot analogy, you put all the tea into the pot, you put hot water on it. That normally takes a day for the brewers, and sometimes they'll do that twice in a day, and then you move it into a fermentation tank. Depending on what beer, it could be in the tank for as long as 3 weeks. At which point we then bottle it or put it into steel kegs for draft purposes.
And what about, you make a certain amount of beer. How do you decide about a new beer? What's that process?
Seasonal is one thing. So we're coming into the cooler season now. So we have a 10% Imperial Stout in the tank Dark beers tend to be more popular towards the end of the year, so we have a stout that's being made at the moment. Also, our customers feedback through social media, they'd like a more traditional bitter, the old-fashioned bitter product. So those two products are what we're making now. One's called a Bitter Luck, and the other one's called Out of the Dark, the stout product. So that's a sort of a team effort between the brewery operations and the sales team and myself. We look at...
And is there such a thing as a Christmas beer? I mean, do you ever think about things like that?
Well, I think it's more gift packing. People want to send... they want obviously stock up for themselves, but we saw it with Father's Day and other times of the year when people want to send beer as gifts, and obviously we're able to do that with shipping and collections. So we offer mixed cases of the German one, the hoppy one, the dark one, the ultimate mixed case. So there's a relatively easy way for people to select an appropriate.
You're here, obviously in Harlow and here down Edinburgh Way. Is it important to be part of the Harlow community, not only the business community, but maybe even like the social community?
Of course, yeah, and people are liking finding us, and we're liking finding them. So we're in dialogue with the rugby club, football club, the playhouse, various food and drinks businesses, restaurants, etc. So they're finding us as well as the consumer, and looking to supplement their offer with our products. So that's it's really encouraging.
But you're very pleased that you got involved here, and you're really flourishing as a business.
Yeah, we are pleased to be involved, and if you look at the brands of our traditional beers, they're all based on our previous East London roots. We did this year make a beer called Stork Valley, and that was really the first time we've dedicated one of our brands to our home here in Harlow, and I'm sure that will continue as we progress making new and different beers.